New battery sent in by Siekon is a 100 amp hour lithium ion classic version. So let's open it up, see what it comes with, see what it looks like, and then we'll do a test on it. Alright, so it's got a double box. That's pretty nice. Got a Siekon user manual, 12.8 volt 100 amp hour classic lithium iron phosphate battery, and a nice carrying strap. Oh, we've got 4 probably M8 bolts and a couple of caps, black and red. I lifted that up and it was lighter than expected. So this is the Siekon 12.8 volt 100 amp hour LiFePO4 battery, group 31, 12.95 inches by 6.77 inches by 8.43 inches. So a standard size, I believe, for a group 31 battery. And it's actually fairly light, 23 pounds or so. We'll look in the manual and see if we can get a more specific number on the weight. Classics. Let's see what we have here. Shows you what it all comes with. This is a pretty thick manual. Specifications: 100 amp hour, 1280 watt hours. Recommended charge current 20 amps. Recommended discharge 20 amps. Maximum continuous discharge 100 amps. Maximum continuous discharge current 100 amps. 10 to 14.6 voltage. Charge recommendation is 14.6. Discharge cutoff voltage at 10 volts. Max in parallel 4, max in series 4. Weight 10.2 kilograms. I'll convert that to pounds and put that on the screen if I don't forget. 5,000 cycles at 25 degrees Celsius to 100% depth of discharge. Let's see, charge over current protection, yes. Discharge over current protection, yes. Short circuit protection, yes. High temperature protection, low temperature protection. This battery, at the time of the filming in middle of August 2024, you can pick this battery up for almost as cheap as an equivalent gas mat or AGM style battery. So I think going with a lithium battery would be a huge step up if we're talking about the price range that this battery falls into. I'll link everything in the description. You guys can go check it out, see what they're selling it for on their website. As of right now, it's showing $229, I think, on Amazon. I'll put links for that in the description as well. And then all the standard things, show you how to wire them in series and parallel, how many batteries you can do, charging with a solar charge controller, all the standard things. Really nice booklet here. So we'll get it hooked up to the wall charger, 20 amp charger. We'll charge it up to full power. Let's see where it's at right now on voltage. It's got a couple of nice little caps there. Protect those battery outputs. 13.21. We'll charge it up to full and then we'll do a discharge test. See if it holds 100 amp hours and 1280 watt hours at a minimum. Okay, I've got the SFK charger here. We'll connect that up, plug it in. Two red lights we're charging, and when this one on the right turns green, we'll be full. So we'll meet you back here and we'll set it up for a capacity test. Alright, it's all charged. Charger is complete and shut down. So let's see what we've got for voltage now. On the fully charged battery, 13.63. And we'll take it over to this other bench over here and we'll get it set up for a capacity test. 11 amps, 141 watts. Currently at 12.8 volts. And we'll let that go. We'll come back and we'll see when it's done. So we're pretty close to finishing up the capacity test on the Siekon 12.8 volt 100 amp hour LiFePO4 battery classic. We've been going 9 hours and 7 minutes, 1,292 watt hours, and 103.34 amp hours. So at this point, it's passed the capacity test. Totals at 106.07 amp hours, 1,321.58 watt hours. 9 hours and 20 minutes for the test. We'll get this over on the bench. We'll connect it to a 2,000 watt inverter so we can do a little bit of load testing on it. And we'll just check some of the parameters there and see how it does. Alright, this test is going to get kind of noisy, but basically let me just show you what I got here. I've got a studio light and a fan and the inverter being powered by this battery. We're just under 100 amp hours and 99.9% because I just turned this stuff on. So basically 100% on the battery, sitting at 13.36 volts, and this battery is rated for 100 amps max continuous. And then over here I've got a power strip connected and I have 2 shop vacs on the floor over here along with this studio light and that fan. So that's all connected to this setup, and it's going to get kind of noisy. That's what I have for a load, is those shop vacs. They do a pretty good job. I may actually even bring out a heat gun if I can't get to 100 amps, but we'll look at this meter and we'll see how we're doing. And I may slip this on the battery just to double check, see if we're pulling 100 amps. So I'll let it run for about 5 minutes if I can get it as close to 100 amps as possible, and we'll see if it can pull 100 amps for a 5-minute period of time. And we'll set the phone up here for a timer. All right, let's start turning things on and we'll see how this goes. Well, it's 102. All right, hopefully you can hear me. That's almost 6 minutes. This heat gun is not on high, so I'm going to put it on high and we'll see if we can overdo it and see how long it'll go. It's 132, 130 amps. Getting warm. We'll stop it at 7 minutes. All right, the heat gun is still on, but it's cooling down. I still have the lamp and the fan on, but it pulled over 100 amps for about 5 minutes. I went a little longer just to be safe, make sure it covers at least about a 5-minute period of time. And the battery held up just fine. Nice job on the test there. So I've got the Siekon battery. I just pulled it out of the freezer. It's sitting at about a 50% charge, and we're at 12.68 volts currently on the battery. It's not Bluetooth, so I can't tell you what the exact temperature is, but I can tell you that it's really cold on the inside. And I'm going to use this charger. This is the Watt Cycle 12 volt 20 amp charger. And it says on the indicator lights, warning mode is green, or waiting mode is green, charging mode is red, full charge mode is green, and the charge error is a flashing red. So one of these greens, it's not going to be the full charge mode because we are not sitting at a full charge. The battery's half full. It'll come on green if it's waiting to actually initiate a charge. If it does start to charge, it'll turn red. And we'll plug the charger in, and then we'll see what happens. See if the low temperature protection on this battery is working. See if I can get these probes to stay in here so I don't have to hold them. There we go, 12.69 on the battery. All right. All right, it came on green. It tried to charge, it went red, and then it's back to green to the waiting mode. So the BMS has shut down the battery so that it will not accept a charge until it warms up to the proper temperature, and then it should click back on and we'll be able to charge the battery. So the low temperature charge protection does work on this battery. So if you're looking to replace maybe a lead acid or an AGM battery, and you're looking for an affordable, basically kind of a bare bones lithium battery for a replacement, this Siekon Classics seemed to be a pretty nice battery. It gave more than its rated capacity. It pulled its advertised 100 amps for more than 5 minutes as far as the output amperage, and it passed the low temperature charging cutoff test. So I think it's a pretty nice battery for its size and definitely for the money. I'll leave links for it in the description if you're interested in more information, and we'll see you on the next video.